And hello everyone, this is Angel Terry here with some more Heroes of a Broken Land. So, there has been some, goings on in between the last video and this one. First off, which I want to let you guys know, you can get out of the rooms when you use a teleporter in a dungeon, how it sets you in a little, like one-by-one room, because I first thought like, oh, I can't get out, but actually you can. Somebody had made a post about it on the forums, and what they say is if you hit the space bar, which is the wait command, that will have you wait a turn and then the teleporter will bounce you back out again. So that's good to know. Now, I have been wandering around pretty far, looking around here. I am having to be careful because now, where was that other monster? Where are you at? I've been running into some level 38s. There's a level, I don't know if I can find it now, but there's a level 40 monster just, hanging around. And I'm like, well, I ain't going to be fighting that. If we look down here, because I've been finding more like triple towers. We got like a oubliette of terror. Here's a temple of darkness, which I found. And been finding some warrior trainers in arenas, but haven't been able to get them to become a champion for some reason. I don't know if there's skills that I'm missing or not. Here's a temple of light, so you need one of those. You can learn holy from there. Here is a witch hut, which I think you can learn the stuff like the curses or some strange things in there. I forget what. I still got a pile of monsters in here. So what I was aiming to do, let's see, where are my people? Sorry, it's not, here it is. So we need 2 parties for that. And let's send you to the Grotto of Filth. And now the other party that I had here, because I actually had 6. But what I ended up doing is, I got rid of them because first off, I had found a fairy here, a fae actually. She was stuck in a cage. There's nothing very special about her. She's very weak, and yeah, I don't think it's worth it having her. I have been leveling up my mage guild. So now I have stuff like Plague, Firestorm, and Disintegrate. And I'm not sure if I had stated it before, but I had made all my mages into wizards. Now, the only problem is... not you guys. Which one am I watching? Yeah, the only problem is when you switch to a wizard, even though they keep like all their stats, their level goes all the way back down to 1. Now... they did learn, let's see, they did learn Disintegrate, I believe, is what she learned. Do you have any different that you learned? Disintegrate, like Gifted, like she was able to get Gifted from that. So, and I have him here, he was going through these monsters, but is there anything here? Because I still can't remember which was the dungeon that was supposed to be connected to all the monsters coming out. Oh, and looking at these people, it reminded me I had gotten one of the things. They say, like, oh, you found a person and he's interested in helping you. Well, the guy was nearly 20,000 gold, and he was like a level 27 knight. I'm like, oh, I wish I could afford you, but I can't. I was so disappointed. I really was. All right. Oops. All right, you're there. Are you going to... Okay. I actually want to show you guys Mr. Wiggle's lair. That's what I'm interested in here. Split the gold. There hasn't been any other interesting other events that's come up So, now, like I've commented before, you do need to be careful about doing many days without killing any creatures, as the game will yell at you. It'll say essentially like, it's been too long since, your heroes have done anything. See, a lot of these are coming really low level and it bites. It'll say like, it's been a while and your heroes haven't done anything. You need to, do something, because remember, the monsters don't stop coming. 1 minute, everyone. And right now we're in the middle of a sun shower. The sun's out, and it's raining. Go figure. Okay. Let's see. Slot number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. So. Oops. Wrong button. You hear the scurrying of countless rats from within this maze of tunnels. Destroy the evil. Alright. Let's go see what we do with Mr. Wiggles. But yeah, so I've been just... I've been just going through places which I know you guys see, like, if I have to rescue a princess or just, destroy evil, that type of stuff. Because after a while, it's pretty much a lot of the same. Mainly what I need to focus on is just leveling and trying to find as many of the dungeons as I can and cleanse them. But I'm also looking for the tower that's creating all the undead. And I know it was on... Well, I don't really want to look back through my videos, but I may have to if I can't remember. But I think it was on the left side of the pond there, where that... Remember where I showed that large area of the undead there? But I'm like, there's a lot there. I want to say it was on that side. Okay. I'm going to put 3 in there. And I've been wanting to get them more will. Mighty Cleave. Because I wanted to get them more will because they are not having a lot of... Whoops. Do you guys do it? No, you don't have it. But having them trying to do more abilities in regards of, like cleaving and stuff. I did wanted to check the map because one of my rogues does have the ability to see secrets, which they show up on the map as like blue kind of wavy lines along the wall. So I haven't found another book that deals with that, sadly. Oh, the poison. I still don't know how to remove it, so it's just sucky. Alright. Okay. But yeah, so I think that's... I think what I need to focus on is trying to find that tower. Because I'm hoping by doing that, it will cut down on the amount of the undead that are hanging around. Because there's just a lot of them. I mean, they're still coming out of the woodworks, but now they're like starting to be between level 28 and level 40. So I'm like, yeah. Now, I can fight them. Don't get me wrong. I can do that. But I have to be extremely careful. And when I say extremely careful, I mean extremely careful. Because now they're coming with... I don't know if I'll be showing you in this video if I run across one. But now they're elementals, but they're like dust elementals, which is air and earth. And then, like that one, if you defeat the dust elemental, then it turns into an air elemental. And they have like, I ran into a magma elemental, which I think is fire and earth, and I ran into a mud elemental, which was earth and ice, and I ran into a steam elemental, which was fire and water, I believe it is. Not ice, water and mud, water and earth. I know what the hell I'm talking about, but essentially it's 2 elements together, so I'm starting to run into that. And of course, larger plague zombies and all that BS. Ugh. So I'm mainly doing dungeons because I'm hoping in these large chests that I find more books. I did find, I think it was a charge book or something from one of my fighters. Nothing really majorly special, because right now a lot of the places that I've been cleaning out are lower level stuff. So, I mean, books themselves don't have a level, but when you're talking about like armor and weapons, they do. So, excuse me, I get a little money, you know, I'll buy like one person to disintegrate spell, get a little more money, I'll buy somebody that, you know, I have to do it a little at a time. But so far, my arrangement of my party seems good. The 5th party I have does not have a rogue in it, but that's okay because it's the purple group. Their main purpose is to stay by the town. And, you know, I pop them in and out of the dungeon that's nearby, and I have them focus on any of the creatures that get too close to the town. And that, I'm hoping, will protect me a bit more. Still never found any other towns, though, oddly enough. Plate. Okay, we got some plate here. Avoiding plate. Red seer plate. Okay. Plate. Intelligence, fire. It's okay, Stardust. Yeah, sorry, we're having a little bit of rainy rain and stuff here. And my cat's been a little bit skittish because it's just, for nearly a week we had thunderstorms. And then she's having a little bit of a problem because my cat, Stardust, she was found as a stray. And she, oddly enough, never learned how to clean her own butt, so to speak, in a polite manner. So after she goes to the bathroom, you know, it gets dirty. So my sister and I have to clean it for her, which, of course, many animals don't like private areas touched. So she gets a little bit angry afterwards. And, yeah. And then, of course, we have people around doing a lot of construction, and so she spends most of the time under my bed, or my dad's bed. But I just, you know, let her go do her thing, and she'll come out eventually. Then, when I'm asleep, she'll sit up on my windowsill, and I get a cat butt in the morning, because who doesn't love that? Don't get me wrong, I love rain and all that, but when you have rain for nearly a week, it's just like, okay, you know, can we calm it down a bit? Because that's essentially what it's been turning into, is we had, I think it was last week, we had rain practically every single day. Okay. Let's put 1 point in each of these. Now, the thing with the priest is I'd like her to get a little bit more strength to help do damage. Now, are you the one? Oh yeah, she does use the shillelaghs. And defense 10. Right, let's give you that. I have the one priest that actually has a dagger. Whatever to whose it's. Dagger efficiency. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep you with the daggers. I don't care. Of course, the weaponsmiths out in the world have been very disappointing. They have not given me anything new. So I am not happy at all. They're giving me stuff that are like levels below me. Even stuff that's supposedly like magic, I haven't gotten anything good out of it, so... Right now, everything that I'm wearing is still what I've been finding in dungeons. As disappointing as it is. Okay. Well, everyone, if you did or did not hear that, that was thunder outside. We'll see how bad it gets. A little rumbles I don't mind, but if it starts flashing lightning and all hell break loose, yeah, yeah, that was thunder, Poppy. I'll stop the video and, you know, continue it after the storm's over. This is what I'm talking about. Ah, boy. I'm telling you, Mr. Wiggles is going to be a humongous ass rat. It's okay, Stardust. It's amazing how animals can tell when storms are coming before we can. Yes, I know rain is approaching. Thank you, NBC 10. I kind of figured. When you look out the window. I used to always joke with my family when they're like, you know, we're talking about weather. I'm like, yeah, you know, they had their own weather people back in the day. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, they stuck their head outside. If it got wet, it was raining. They're like, I'm like, well, it's true. You only had to look outside. Trying to think if there's any other new monsters I came across. Well, a higher form of the glitter, or the higher form of the glimmer, I should say. They're a little painful. What else? I don't really think so. I mean, the nastier zombies and the plague zombies. Alright guys, it's starting to get a little bit yucky outside, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save here, and I'm going to stop the video. But when we come back, it'll be after the storm, everything will be good, and we'll continue in here. So, see you guys in a minute. Alright, there we go. It's the next day, storms are over, let us continue in Mr. Wiggles' his lair. Crazy rain. Alright. Ooh, traps. It's a tarp. Ooh, it pooped out a little crystal. Excuse me. Whew. Okay. Yeah, the one thing I've definitely... Alright, good, honey. The one thing I definitely found out when I do this is if there's a teleporter, don't go in the teleporter until you've cleaned out the rest of the one section you can walk around in, because a lot of times it has like switches you can flip, because you're running back and forth a lot. Can't believe it's August already. Jeez Louise. It's amazing how sometimes things... one moment, everyone. My apologies. Little bitty this morning. Little bitty. Little busy this morning. Yeah, I went all Buck Rogers, bitty. I used to watch that show. Well, not when it first aired, but when I, was growing up, they had a lot of reruns from the Buck Rogers, the old black and white ones. I could really use a lot of gold right now. Oh my god. I'll have to go, yeah. I'll have to go to the Holy Temple. Oh, you got the Mass Resist. The Holy Temple, and see if they have anything to cure status effects. I mean, you got stuff that resists elements, but damn, that poison really rips into you nastily. Ugh. Well, hold on a second. Let me think for a minute. Poison is supposed to be darkness, right? I wonder I'll have to try that. Because now that I think about it, yeah, poison is under the darkness line. So it would be resist elements. Okay, I'll have to try that. And so you don't normally think about it. Because when you play quite a number of MMOs and other games, you know, poison is healed by, you know, like treat poison stuff. But the way that this game works, everything's an element. Okay. Fair enough. Ah, yes, thank you, Tamara. I woke up before my alarm. So I guess we're going to be running into lots of rats here. Don't know if I'll be able to finish it this episode, but that's fine. Woo! Okay, now. You are a wizard. Which one are you? This one. So... your evade isn't even moving. That's insane, because what I wanted to focus on doing was giving them evade. You know what? Maybe I'll work on evade and their hit points. Because, you know, unlike the sorcerer, the sorcerers, the wizards, oh my, why am I talking like a doof today? The wizards cannot wear armor, like the sorcerers can. So that, of course, makes things a little bit difficult. Wizards. Oh, whoops. Oh, duh. I don't know why I thought I went down the damn ladder already. I'm such a dippy. Alright. I mean, I like the sorcerers, but for the one thing the sorcerers do have is they can... what does it say that they are? They're like, they get like, I'm trying to think of the correct words to say it. But essentially, it's almost like they get an essence of one of the elements, like air or whatever, and it really brings up their stats. So that's pretty neat. I don't know if I'll be able to show you before this video's over, but could use more books, you bum. Sort of like aspect of the earth, and then you get like more hit points, and then you get excuse me, like, you know, more resistance to earth, that type of a thing. Okay, so now that finally went up. So she got, who's got this? Oshiko. So she finally got, wow, she's finally level 2. Holy crap. Okay, so this is the choice. You either get Ancient Wisdom, which raises your will, which gives you more mana, or Gifted, which raises your intelligence, which makes you do a bit more damage. I'll give you Gifted. The one thing I do like that wizards have is Energize. So their mana goes up slowly, like a regen. I did learn that as a book. I think I did find an Energize book, so... It seems like everything you can learn in some shape or form, but I haven't been able to raise my adventurers guild any higher, which is, I don't know why, but whatever. The only thing right now that I can make higher is my Mages Guild, and that's it. I still haven't found any other towns, even though that I'm starting to get towns to like me, depending on what I'm doing during events. But that's really about it. Because I really would like to see if a town would already be established, or if it's something that I can build in. Because this guy, they don't have any manuals for this game. It's so silly. Guess what you're supposed to do. The Diamond Black Mage Crown. Ooh, that's some new stuff in there. Because like I was commenting, most of the stuff that I've been finding in dungeons I've been going in, since the dungeons are really low level, the books you find don't... the books can be anything, so you could still learn like a high level spell or a high level skill, but the items were relative to the level of the dungeon. So you could sometimes get, you know, the really crap spells, or the, excuse me, the crap items and armor and stuff, which of course doesn't do you any good. I mean, you get money for it, which, you know, is always a good thing. Hello, rats. But, you know, I always like to get stuff to upgrade my people. Because the weapons, I've been very, very disappointed in the weaponsmith that I found. They've been having crap for stuff inside. Because I'm wondering, like, if I need to buy what's on the him for it to get a new thing. Angelic +1, that's good. Oh, no, we missed some stuff here. Yeah, I would highly suggest... Originally, I didn't want to get the thing to show the monsters. But when you're in some of these dungeons that are like 5 floors, you will find dungeons that are 5 floors, or possibly more. Having the thing that shows where you missed a creature is really useful. Clever halberd, because apparently it's smart. A muff. Muff, 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 muff. Okay. Let's make our way back to the ladder. Alright, let's see. Alright, everyone, so when we get back, we will continue working in this tower. Let's save real quick. So, this is Angel Terry. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.